That's better. I was wondering why I was sweating. And then I remembered that it's the end of July, middle of July, and the heat index for the next like 10 days in Nashville is going to be in the triple digits. And I live in an old house because it's currently 76 degrees in my house, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. Crooked. Is that better? There's no one else here to answer that question. Hi friends and family. This video will actually be geared a lot more towards family members and friends. Really just anyone that wants to keep up with what's happening in my life. Long story short, I'm moving very soon, in like a couple weeks. I guess to start from the beginning, so obviously we're currently in a global pandemic and that a lot of people are losing their jobs and having trouble with that. And unfortunately, I am now one of those people that have lost their job. I was very lucky back in January to have found a job in the music industry that I was excited about. Once we started working from home, there just wasn't a lot for me to do, and not a lot of people are making money in the industry right now, so they had to cut costs somewhere. And given that I at the time had only been working there for 5 months, fortunately that meant me getting the chop, as they say. If anyone at my old job does come across this, please know that I hold absolutely no grudge. I am incredibly grateful for the opportunity that was offered to me. I learned so much, and in the future I truly hope that everything gets back on its feet. The music industry survives. It will survive. That's not a problem. But just know that, and that I'm very appreciative for everything. I'm just very thankful and appreciative that I had that opportunity and that experience. But that was back in the middle of June. I think June 19th was the day that I got the call, which, to be fair, like, I kind of was expecting it for a few weeks at that point. By the time that May rolled around and we were reevaluating and still staying at home, I kind of started counting my days. I like to be realistic. But anyway, so that was the middle of June, so I've been trying to figure out what to do. And my lease ends at the end of this month, and Nashville is a very expensive city. I love Nashville, I truly do. I truly wish that I did not. I guess I don't have to leave, but it's the decision that makes the most sense right now, given that I don't know when the job market is going to recover. Moving back in with my parents for I don't know how long, but means no rent, no utilities, no living expenses really at all. Incredibly grateful that my parents are still at a place where they can still afford to support their son moving back in with them. And I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good for me to go somewhere that's not a big city and reset and kind of reevaluate lots of different things in life and figure out what I want to do. If I'm being totally honest, I was kind of starting to question the music industry a little bit. I love music and I love the industry, but once it became my job, it was a little bit harder to find the joy in it. I think I'm very much, especially something like music that I'm so passionate about. I think once it starts to feel like a job, I kind of start to lose a lot of that passion. So it does kind of work out. I've been able, even in quarantine, just with a lot of extra time working from home, I've been able to kind of explore lots of other passions of mine. And one of the ones that I am very, very passionate about, because it's something that is beyond me. It's something where I can recognize my place in the world as a human being and use my platform and use my privilege to help other people, is activism and social justice. So, starting, I guess, at the end of August, in about a month, I will actually be going back to school. Never thought that I would be saying that. It works out because my parents are both university professors, and their university has a program where if you have a parent teaching there, you get 50% off tuition. And since I have 2 parents teaching there, I can go tuition free. It makes the most sense. But with that, I have decided to go back to school to pursue a degree in political science, to better understand the political system in this country and around the world, to better understand how I can be an active participant in shaping public policy and passing laws, in making sure that the future that I want to see and that I know a lot of people want to see, a future of equality and justice and opportunity for everyone, regardless of where you were born, the color of your skin, how you identify, anything. That is the country and the world that I want to see. I think that now is actually a very interesting time to be getting into that and to be devoting myself to that. Obviously, we are in a very politically charged time, and I do expect to have some heated exchanges at some point in the next year or so, or however long this journey takes. But it's something that I want to do. It's something that I want to educate myself on. It's something that I just am very passionate about and want to take a step further and hopefully be able to start being an active participant in making change happen and having those uncomfortable but incredibly necessary conversations with people. So that's that. To anyone who lives in Nashville, if you come across this and want to socially distance, hang out, FaceTime or Zoom, do something, I don't know, let me know. The nice thing is I'm only moving about 4 hours away. Super easy drive, and my school for sure has pretty much already said that most of my classes are going to be online in the fall, so I can do that from really wherever, which is awesome. There will definitely be times that I just look at my parents and say, I gotta get out of here, and drive up to Nashville for like 3 or 4 days to see people and hang out and just kind of get out of my, I guess, new bubble down there. But that's my life update. To be completely honest, it's not what I want. What I want to do is stay in Nashville, stay with my friends, stay in this city that I've really, really grown to love and call home. But it just financially and logistically, while I don't have a job and while I don't have any semblance of a job on the horizon because of the pandemic, it just makes the most sense to go home, save up some money somehow, try to find a job down there. Don't know what it will be. Probably back into the service industry for me. That's it. Stay tuned. I am gonna continue to kind of video my life and put it out there for anyone that wants to see and stay caught up. Other than that, bye.